an extra thing of cheese is $1.75.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Jeez. Jeez Louise.
Fucking goddamn business.
Fucking air shark. I will not be an adulterer, Satan Bach. What up, class?
This isn't Vaseline at all.
Leave your shoes at the door and go welcome to hell. Kiss.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Three Hit Combo Podcast, the world's most thirst-quenching podcast. My name is Matt, and I am here with Andy and Skyler.
Eric's here too.
So fuck Andy for a second. Skyler, what's up?
Not a lot. You know, same old,
Yeah.
same old.
I want to mention this is kind of a non-traditional podcast because one, we're recording it on Friday, and two, we're recording it about 1:30 in the afternoon, which feels really weird.
Sun's out.
It's almost like masturbating Sunday morning. Like everyone
How's
else
that?
wants you to go to church, but you're just like, boom. Just
And-
fire off a couple rounds.
And another non-traditional thing is I have a sandwich coming. I'm currently ordering from Jimmy John's, so if you hear my dogs barking and I excuse myself for a second, that's why.
Those
They're
vicious
not-
hounds.
They're not freaky fast.
They're not. I ordered it like seriously 20 minutes ago. Over 20 minutes ago. I ordered it before 1.
What if I were to order a sandwich and it got here before your sandwich?
I would I would grab the delivery guy and be like, "Where's my sandwich?"
This is the second sandwich to this address, punk.
I'd be like Batman. Where is he? Where's my sandwich?
Throw him into the snow. Just like start taking your shirt off. Just, this is going down, buddy.
So hopefully they get here soon because my plan of action was to eat it while Skyler was telling stories.
Yeah.
We've got quite a few.
Well, I hope.
And just tell the same ones you told at Maplewood, and we'll pretend like we haven't heard them.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hold on.
But the one
Erica, how many times have you heard all these stories?
she's heard them, but she hasn't been listening to them.
I have to.
Uh,
I've heard them a lot.
well, she said a lot if that didn't pick up. But the one I was telling that you guys hadn't heard was Legoland. And like my little sister turned 5. Small number under 7. 5. She turned 5. Thank you, Erica. And she wanted to go to Legoland in Chicago right after I got out of basic training because I graduated on the 28th. She turned 5 on the 29th. So I went there, and I wasn't wearing my uniform or anything, but I was still wearing my military issue trench coat. And the cool thing about this trench coat is, like, in addition to it having pockets, right where your wrists are, that's when you stick your hands in the pockets, there's these openings to where you can get at your pants pockets. So I would walk around just kind of sticking my hands in those slots, making it look like I was masturbating in public, just to kind of add to the whole thing.
So wait a minute. There's pockets in your sleeves? Like, I guess I'm trying to figure.
No, it's like the
visualize
regular coat pockets,
this. All right.
and then
They're pockets.
right behind them, like right behind the pockets, there's like an opening that you can stick through.
Got it.
Stick your hand through to like get at your pants pockets,
Wow, that is just a dirty man's jacket.
right?
All right.
And give it to you in the military.
They
but-
know.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna brag, but there's a car building area, and then you get to race the cars.
Sweet.
I won quite a few races.
They used to have something like that in the Mall of America, Legoland.
Nice.
Aren't you racing kids?
Yes, yes. It was 8 and under.
The only
pretty
one
much.
that knows how to drive.
But like, it was like a grown man with like 5 o'clock shadow and like a trench coat on, and I was just like, yes, arms flailing in the air when I win. I'm just like, woo, in your face, rubbing it in. Kids would be like afraid and cry and stuff. It was great. We had
Trench
to be
coat
escorted
alone would
out. It's
probably
whatever.
do it.
What?
The trench coat alone would probably.
What I think people thought I was like maybe homeless, and I like wandered in with enough money for entry. But
How much was it?
I think it was like, for me it was $8 because I'm a vet now. I'm a military. But I think it's like $12 or 16, something like that.
You should try that everywhere
Yeah.
Like restaurants be like, I'm a vet.
Yeah.
Discount.
There's some places that give free meals on Veterans Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. My one of my friends who was in the Air Force was gonna go to all the Subways in San Antonio and get a sandwich and then put them in his fridge.
Nice.
That's a really good idea.
I get half off Chick-fil-A.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and $2 off almost any movie theater.
I'm going to actually. Andy and I are going to Dallas in the
To
summer
join the
for
Air Force?
to SGC. No. Can we use your military ID at Chick-fil-A?
No, I think I'll be using it.
Could you make a copy?
We just got a paper, like a full page paper with the little ID.
It's a temporary one. It's in the mail.
Yeah.
It's just like a picture of you, just like, you know, it's not even like remotely okay to being like professional. It's just kind of like you're scared, like startled by the flash. It's like, what? But yeah, boot camp sucked.
Yeah,
It was not Club Med.
not sure I've ever heard anyone say they loved it.
Yeah, not the best reviews. I'm surprised that place is still open.
Yeah, their Yelp score is way down there.
Yeah, they got like 2 stars on Google. It's crazy.
Oh, that can't be that bad.
Chuck E. Cheese here in Omaha has 2 stars.
Really?
I still wanted to go there for my friend's bachelor party. Still wanted to drag him there, but eventually everybody talked me out of it.
Aw.
So instead we just did like a barbecue type thing. But I'm like, this could have been at Chuck E. Cheese, guys. Chuck E. Cheese, skee ball and beer.
They don't have bad pizza, actually. I'm pretty sure they get it from like Papa John's.
Yeah.
I think that the reason why no one likes it is because Chuck E. Cheese has rats.
Yeah, I get it. Well,
I'm not giving you that.
Yeah, we can't give you that one. I'm sorry.
That's like $5 in the
But
jar.
I'm a sailor.
No,
Nope.
that's not working here, buddy.
Nope.
This is serious business now.
not in this table.
Yeah,
Not at this table.
on New Year's Eve, we were all at the same bar / bowling alley. And
Always makes it sound classy when you have that.
Yeah.
And bowling alley. It's both.
And,
it's not just a bar.
pretty much anytime anyone had food, Skyler would just reach over and go, "I'm a sailor," and grab some.
Yeah, it was justification. I needed to.
You
I
got a
needed
lot
to
of
feed
food that night.
I did. I got like 4 mozzarella sticks. I had a few slices of Matt's pizza, but that's just he offered that to me.
Yeah. Well, because I wanted to get 2 slices. I was just like, I just want 2 slices, And they're like, honestly, it'd be cheaper to buy a whole pizza. Like, so I turned to Josh. I'm like, do you want pizza? So I ordered it.
And then like after he came back, he's like, "Skyler, do you want pizza?" And I'm like, "I guess, yeah." He's like, "Good, because I got a whole one. I got a whole pizza."
Did you get any Teresa's curly fries?
I got a lot of Teresa's curly
Oh
fries.
my god! Remember
I
that
got
cup
it.
of cheese she
Yeah.
got?
She got like a double shooter of cheese.
Oh,
She got like a dude rum glass or
I went
brandy.
to go see Django the other day, and an extra thing of cheese is $1.75.
yikes!
Yeah.
Cheese. Jeez Louise.
Fucking goddamn! I looked over at Skyler, and the gears were turning in his head. He looked at me, looked at Andy, looked at me, started smiling.
This is happening.
Jeez Louise!
Yeah, are you guys gonna let me do it? Can I? Jeez Louise.
Yeah, Skyler, you need cheeses.
Teresa took a shot while Matt was away from the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking, and everyone just started screaming like someone had just died. I'm up there at the jukebox. Everyone's like, "Ah, Matt!" And I'm like, I look over. I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Teresa took a shot." I'm like, "Yeah."
Backstory: Teresa never drinks, ever. So
She did it for me because I was,
Sailor.
yeah, and I like I'm
took one
supposed
for
to,
America.
yeah. Acts unbecoming of a gentleman or a sailor. That's Article 1.1.2 of the UCMJ that I have to follow.
You can't take shots.
No, I can. It's just
It's just not. You
Not
can't do it in
gentlemanly.
you
I
can't
should
do it in
ju-
uniform or something like that.
I have to walk around with a pipe and a cup of brandy if I'm at the bar.
What about an eyeglass? Like an eyepiece.
Oh,
Like a monocle.
Monocle. There we go.
yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't think of that word.
eyeglass, like one, just not eyeglasses, just one in glass.
Tell your tear gas story. That's a
Oh,
good
okay. So it's a confidence chamber. It's not a gas chamber. They have
Confidence.
confidence chamber. because they don't want to offend the Jews.
What do they spray in that confidence chamber?
Tear gas.
Okay, so remove the tear.
Tear confidence.
Tear confidence. Tear confidence grenade. Ah!
Please vacate the area or we will start emitting tear confidence. But pretty much they gave you like 2/3 what a regular dose is in a tear gas canister.
Nah, man, fuck that. They should have given you twice as much.
Yeah. Just
Build
fill
more
it up
confidence.
so we're just eyes burning, melting out of your skull.
Now, do they like throw a grenade in there, or is it like emit from the walls?
No, it's pretty much what's in the grenade is just like a little heating mechanism that activates on impact, and then or when the string's pulled or whatever, and then the pellets that heat up release the gas.
Right.
So what they did was they just had pellets and they put them on like a little hot plate that you make coffee on.
The U.S. Navy.
Yeah,
Coffee.
There's some stuff in there, man, that you're just like, really? the military? We get a lot of money, and this is what we're using. We don't have to be frugal here, guys.
Anyways,
Like they just got you know how firefighters use or used to use like infrared like thermal imagers on scene and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Navy just got that. It's like 12-year-old technology that they're just now getting.
huh.
But it's the nifty Navy firefighting imaging thermal device or whatever.
Let's forget about the Army firefighters.
But so what had happened was we get like half the dose, and it's kind of distributed amongst kind of stretches the length of the group, and we had I think 170, 180 guys there
In one chamber.
in the chamber, and we were all stacked by like maybe 15 by like 8. In this nice grid that was really tight, like you couldn't really move. They couldn't let you out. And then we had this chief petty officer that was yelling at us. Like we weren't even like doing anything. We were just standing there looking at him, and he was just like getting way too into his job. He's like, "We're gonna gas you guys, recruits. You're going to take your mask off. You're going to put your hand on your nose. If you drop any snot on my floor, you're going to clean it up."
Really?
While it's still going. But
All right.
so that was the threat.
Did he wear a mask the whole time?
No, they didn't activate the gas yet. But what
okay.
sucked was like the masks were used so much that like the some of the linings started to like crack. So some people didn't have like a full seal. So when the gas kicked on, you could hear them just like. And then like the other ones, you put them on and your face would start to burn because the gas would be like stuck to the moisture from the last person who wore it.
Oh, shit.
So it'd just be like sticking on there, and then you'd be kind of sweaty because you had to march all the way across base to get there, and they would just like activate, and like where the mask was touching you, it just kind of burn. You just be like, I have to get this off of me. Like there's,
What did you have? What was yours?
I had like I have a very giant head, so I got one of the not very used ones. But
Oh, all right. Nice. So you were pretty good then.
yeah, I was
All
okay.
right, continue your stories.
I got a. It looked like one of the ones from Fallout
Oh, okay.
with like big canisters right here. Yeah.
Cool.
But on each side, like giant chipmunk cheeks. But we go in there, and I was second to last group, and I was just like, getting so pissed. I'm like, man, I was sitting at the front of the room because I thought I was going to be on the front of the group. I'm like, damn it. But then the front row of our group couldn't fill out, so they took the last rank all the way closest to the exit and had us fill out in front. So instead of being like the second to last group to go, first guy to leave, I was the second guy to leave out of all 180 guys that there were. And what was funny was like what you had to do was lift your mask up, the gas would start hitting you, so immediately like your eyes would start to water and your skin would start to prickle and stuff. And you'd have to say your seaman recruit, your last name, and then what division number you were on. Yep. Seaman recruit.
Are you desensitized to that now?
Yeah. Well, halfway through boot camp, I realized it was seaman, not senior. Because for the longest time I was like, senior recruit, that's not a thing. Like, why are we seniors? We just got here. And then I'm like, oh, it's seaman recruit.
Right.
And then I couldn't really chuckle about it because
Yeah, because boot camp and all.
yeah, that whole boot camp thing. It's like an unspoken code that you don't laugh at the word seaman while you're in the Navy. People get mad. What? You find semen funny? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. I think you just do push-ups. But so what was great was when we sat down in our de-staging room, like after we gotten hit with our gas and everything. The best part was watching everyone else kind of come back through, and they'd be like shambling with their hands still up. They'd like ditched their gas mask into a bucket, but they still like had their hands and stuff up to their face, and their gas mask hand lifted above their head. But their faces would be all red, and we had one guy who ended up throwing up in his hands, which was really hilarious. He had a hot dog, and it pretty much looked like he threw up dog food in his mouth, or like in his hands. It overflowed a little bit.
Did he have to clean it up?
Yeah. He didn't do it in the gas chamber, so he didn't have to go in and clean the gas chamber.
Dude, that would be a bitch to clean that afterwards.
Yeah. Well, what sucks is it's activated by water, so like my eyes would get teary because of the gas, and then like I could feel the streaks like kind of halfway down my cheeks where it stopped. Like I could feel where it had like activated. It was like these two little streaks of like burning, which is great. And then they really emphasize that you're not supposed to touch your eyes because it'll murder you. It's bad. We had one dude who was an idiot. He was going to be clever and trick everybody. He's going to be like, oh, I'm going to put chapstick all over my face so it can't get in my pores. It'll be great. Unfortunately, OC spray, or the OC gas, sticks to petroleum products. So it pretty much just stuck onto the chapstick and stayed there. And like halfway through the day, he was like his face was just like beet red, like glowing. And he's like, I don't know. I'm allergic to something? I don't know. And
It must be the chapstick. I'm allergic to the chapstick.
But they sent him to medical. And he showed up, and they're like, well, what, did you put anything on your face? And I'm like, yeah, before the gas chamber, I put chapstick on my face. And right after he said that, they just laughed at him so hard that he just left. Like, pretty much all you have to do is just, like, wait. Like, there's no, try to scrape most of it off, but you fucked yourself. It's going to be sitting there for about an extra 8 to 10 hours.
He done goofed.
He done goofed.
He done goofed. That's my gas chamber story. Confidence chamber story.
Yeah.
Confidence.
It's not a gas chamber.
Yeah, well,
Confidence. That just sounds like something a school comes up with so that it doesn't sound too bad.
yeah. The confidence test. It's a fucking rope. I have to climb like 3 stories and land on a exercise pad that's 2 inches thick. This is confidence, all right. This is murder.
And if you're the fat kid, it's not confidence. It's like self-esteem destroyer.
The self-esteem destruction test. The self-esteem integrity test.
Just death. I remember in high school, what were the tests we always had to do, like in weightlifting, like how many chin-ups you could do or how long you could hold.
I forget what they're called. But
Like
I
the
remember
fitness
them.
benchmarks
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I always felt really bad for the larger people because they could do it about a second.
I was surprised. We had a lot of fat kids in our group, and they ended up making it through the physical fitness parts. Like you had to run 1.5 miles, and then in 2 minutes you had to do as many push-ups as you could do, and then in another 2 minutes you had to do as many sit-ups. And what sucked is like doing push-ups. It takes away your core, like because you have to keep straight, or otherwise it'll like penalize you. But So then when you get to sit-ups, your abs are already kind of tired because you had to keep straight the entire time. But there's like different numbers you have to reach at depending on your age. Like I was 21, so I was considered a Bravo male, not an alpha male.
Oh.
Still, I had to do like 12 less push-ups.
What's an alpha male then? Like
It's 16 to 20.
16 to 20.
So
There's 16-year-olds in the Navy?
if they're in on a waiver, yeah.
Ah, okay.
We had one that was graduated, or it's technically 17 to 20, but we had one dude who graduated early and his parents signed a waiver.
Ah, I see. You should tell that story about when you were shooting the kid.
Oh, we had one dude. What was funny was there's another guy on the other side who was. I'll add that to the story.
Okay.
But we had this one guy, Eloy Oziata, from Belize, and he was kind of like a thug, I guess. Like he would tell us stories of like him like being on the streets doing drug deals and drive-bys and stuff.
On the streets.
Yeah. Hard knock life. Annie, little orphan Annie, pretty much personified.
And a dude.
But we went through all this training of like the isosceles stance, where your feet are supposed to be like, shoulder width apart, knees bent, both shoulders forward, hands together, and looking right down the sights. Like it was all really goofy looking, but somewhat accurate if you didn't know how to hold a gun. Unfortunately, Oz knew how to hold a gun, so like when we got up to the shooting range and we were told to like pull and commence fire, Oz pulled his gun and just kind of like dropped his shoulder, and like I'm surprised he didn't turn it sideways, but he at least kept both hands on the gun and just popped off 2 rounds right into the head of the little human-shaped target we had, which was great because we were instructed to aim for center mass, because center mass, right around the chest and the stomach area, is self-defense, where the head is murder.
Yeah.
You gotta have some pretty good justification to explain to the judge on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But our line, the guy who was in between myself and Oz was like yelling, just like, "What the fuck are you doing? Aim for center mass!" And then I was laughing so hard I didn't even like hit the target on one of my shots for my 2 rounds. But then on my other side, there was a guy. Apparently, he wasn't in our division. He was in the division that was with us. But I guess he had an issue closing one eye. Like he couldn't keep one eye closed and the other eye open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a motor skill you kind of pick up when you're, like 6, winking. But I guess he would like turn his head to the side, and then he was like using his peripherals to shoot. And he fired off 2 rounds, and the line coach was like, "Oh my God, did you see that? He just drilled him right into the ground. They didn't even hit the target." And like they were just like screaming at him, like, "Have you shot before? Do you even know what the fuck you're doing?" And I'm just like, "Ooh, I think I'm doing okay." It showed up, and I hit the target once so far. But I guess he was just like not even like holding the gun right. Like he was just kind of like limply holding it in his hands, just kind of like looking away. It was funny. That dude was impossibly skinny, looked kind of like a bird. Have you ever seen Monster House?
Yeah.
No.
Yes?
Yeah.
No? Okay. He looked just like the old man from Monster House. With like
Steve
the big,
Buscemi's character?
yes, with the big ears and the big nose. He's like
Sweet.
really skinny and like, yeah, really high hairline.
Talking
and
about
stuff.
Animal House?
No.
No,
This is-
Monster House.
yeah,
It's an
Monster
animated
House.
movie.
Oh,
with-
animated. Okay.
Yeah, the fat kid was somebody. I can't remember. But yeah, we'd always pick out guys in our brother division that weren't with us. That we had the old guy from Monster House. There's a dude who looked like Sully from Monsters Inc. There was another one. There was a guy who looked like Megamind.
No
Especially when
way.
he shaved his head because he had like the back of his head like was like expanded, like it was huge. Let's see. There was another one that I'm forgetting. I hope the people who know this aren't listening because they're probably screaming at the screen right now.
Fuck you,
No, it was fucking Stitch.
Joyce.
Yeah. That was also great. Catching a lot of shit for having an old lady's first name as my last name.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's funny.
People are dicks.
We had like 6 or 7 people though in our
I
division.
like how Andy's like, people are dicks. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Well, I mean, just that's a dumb insult.
So
Like that's a dumb thing.
I've got a sandwich update.
Oh, dude.
I never got the confirmation email, so I don't think it went through.
Oh man.
Fucking freaky fast, my ass.
But we had like 5 or 6 people in our division that had like their last names were first names. Like we had a dude, his last name was Fabian.
Oh, sweet.
His first name was Shaquille.
Shaquille Fabian.
Go ahead, guess his ethnicity. Polish. That is correct.
Polish.
No, he was black. He's a cool dude. He was like 5'2".
What?
The dude was tiny.
Nice.
There was another guy. There was a guy in our brother division. He that's what it was. We called him the Hobbit because he was 4'9".
He was 4'8" legally a midget?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was 4'9", but he had a regular sized upper body. Like
Oh, that
his-
sucks.
So did they have just like little tiny stubby legs or something?
Or
Like he had like a regular body, but the legs
no,
were
no.
like all.
I think he had like his legs were pretty short, but his torso was really small. That's what it was. Like from waist to shoulders was really short, but he had like regular sized shoulders and arms and legs and everything. But his like hands were like down in his calves when he stood up. He's a knuckle dragger, man.
Oh, that poor
Nice.
guy.
That guy's last name was Cantu.
Can't
Can't.
He had like a little tiny voice too, like a
Hey,
midget
guys.
voice. Yeah, like it was all high pitched and not like falsetto or anything, but like high pitched like a Munchkin would be in the Wizard of Oz.
I'll tell the shower story.
About the little kid that.
Always had a boner.
Yeah. Okay. We had one guy.
That'll be good for
Yeah.
our audiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one guy. We weren't. He was adamant that he wasn't gay, and you know we weren't asking. He wasn't telling. But we were pretty sure he was because every time, like you don't walk into the shower every time with like 18 or 19 other guys with a boner, like every time. And the dude was he was another one of our really short guys. He was like 5'4", I think, 5'3", 5'4".
Mm-hmm.
But he was really short, so you had to like keep your eye on him, like because he like apparently the shower was like fun time as the time we get to play around. Oh look, supervisors aren't watching us. Let's joke around, guys. And he'd like get too close to you, make it really uncomfortable jokes. That like for me, the shower is all business. I get in, scrub up, rinse off, get out. I make eye contact with everybody just to make sure nobody's looking at anybody's stuff, and we're all just hunky dory. There's a line that I can't look below. I don't even like look at myself when I'm scrubbing. I'm just like
Stare at the wall.
just eyes up at the ceiling, just like, yep, it's a pretty good day today. We did a lot of push-ups. This is nice. Or we'll just make like total eye contact, like stare people down, just like, yes, we're showering together. Let's not make this weird. But he would always like want to like have conversations and just be like, moving around way too much. Like he'll talk to people on one end of the shower and then walk to the other end of the shower to like talk to those people too, because we all have to hear what he has to say. If he tells a funny joke, he has to tell us too. So yeah, that kid he was also in charge of like handing out our mail, and he'd always turn it into like a power play. Like, I won't give you guys your mail if you're not doing this, whatever. I'm like, you can't. That's a federal offense. You can't keep my mail. You're in charge of handing it out, and if you don't hand it out, you're not doing your job. So there's a problem. You'll probably be replaced.
Nice.
But yeah, we all hated that kid. Not just because he was a homosexual, but partly because of that.
Hey, do you get paid to go to school?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was thinking about that earlier.
Like, I mean, like, job training school stuff?
yeah, like where you're going next week.
Yeah. I
Nice.
I get paid the whatever my pay grade is for my rank. Like, right now I'm an E2. I'm a seaman apprentice. But I think I'll be full-fledged seaman when I get back.
God damn, we're fucking adults.
You're the apprentice of Zeben?
Yes.
So how much is that?
I don't know because I haven't seen a full paycheck yet. They've always taken my money to pay for uniforms because it's like throughout boot camp you pay 3 different times for uniform issue.
Gotcha.
I know when I left boot camp and I checked my this is before I bought my laptop or anything.
Oh, you bought a new laptop?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Oh, is it for school and all that jazz?
Yeah, so I can like Skype and stuff.
Nice. Cool.
I think it's like just powerful enough to work and run Guild Wars 2.
Ooh.
Like just barely.
Nice.
It'll be like rickety and like on wheels. I'll have to put it on crutches afterwards.
Oh.
But
oh, sorry, go.
but when I left, my bank account had 1,500 in it
Not bad.
from 2 months of getting fed and clothed. So
Not too shabby.
And I remember you saying the food there surprisingly good.
not bad.
Huh.
It's not like cafeteria slop.
Yeah.
So which is what I guess a lot of people were telling me it was going to be. But it
I've heard that the Navy has the best food out of all the divisions.
and submarines that surprisingly have the best
Yeah.
out of the Navy. But
You got to make them comfortable.
yeah,
If you're going to be under the sea for a couple
Yeah.
months.
in a tin can,
Yeah.
stuck at the bottom of the ocean.
So when you finally get to do your job, are you going to be on land or are you going to be on a ship?
There's a really small chance I'll be on land, but more than likely I'll be on a ship.
All right.
I'll be on either. It depends on which job I get because I have 2 that they'll line me up with depending on the demand of the Navy. But if I might end up on a frigate, which is pretty much just radars and stuff stuck to a boat. So
Rock on.
they go out in front of other boats and there's like, anybody out here? Oh shit, they're firing at us! And then they take off to the main boats and then they'll go wreck whatever that was. They're the bear pokers or the missile sponges is what they call them.
That's
But-
fucked up.
So I might end up on one of those, or
So you're a seaman on a sponge.
yes. I guess yeah.
So
I mean it kind of makes sense, but it's like who ejaculates on a sponge?
I don't know. It's there.
Okay. Andy's raising his hand.
You got one better?
No.
Oh,
No,
dang it.
he ejaculates on a sponge.
I was hoping you
Easy
would.
cleanup.
Easy cleanup.
Just squirt some Mr. Clean, some Maestro Limpio.
You bring it out.
It's like
What is this?
It's all foamy and sticky. Or if I get my other job, I'll end up on a destroyer firing scuds or Tomahawk missiles,
Sweet.
ruining some people's day. What's
Are you going to say get wrecked every time you fire a
I
missile?
might. I'm like, there you go, anchors away, get wrecked. I figured out that like I guess when you program a Tomahawk missile, because they're really smart, but apparently like the altitude and the speed that they fly at, it's really easy to control them.
Oh.
So like,
Are those the ones with the cameras on them?
I think so.
All right, where you get to like.
No,
Oh,
you,
okay.
it's not like a joystick. You just program it.
Oh, okay, all
It's like a text role playing game
right.
from like the 1980s.
Fire Tomahawk missile. Y/N. Why?
Go north, go north, go west. Kill villager. But if like the target you have to hit is like on the move, you can like have it like fly around in circles
What?
and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is have it write my name and then go down.
Know the name of your destroyer.
Yeah. Or maybe like make a bunch of different circles like a bullseye and then just fly right through it and slam down on the dude.
You know, they're gonna be like in one spot and they're gonna look up in the air and go, We should move.
What the fuck is that? Ah, damn it! And then it's coming down.
Nope. 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 Hey, did you reorder your sandwich?
Yes.
All right, rock. Did you get your confirmation email?
I haven't checked, actually. I was
Check that, man.
I was too enthralled by his story.
That's cool. And so
Yeah.
you got 9 months of training?
9 months, and then I have potentially another like 3 months of C school, but that's if I do well enough in A school.
What's C school?
So A school pretty much teaches me my job.
All right.
It goes boot camp, which takes you from being a civilian to kind of like in the mindset of doing everything that you're supposed to be told to do.
Right.
Then A school teaches you from doing everything you're supposed to do to doing a job, or a bunch of different jobs, kind of. And with my field, it would be like doing electrician work on a bunch of different radars, or programming a bunch of different weapon systems, or some of both mixed between. But if I did well enough in A school, they would take me to C school, which specializes me in like Tomahawk missiles or the Aegis system or something like that, where I'd specialize in a specific like equipment.
Gotcha.
And I'd go to the fleet and they'd be like, all right, you're going to work on that. The one thing you've been training on doing, you're going to do that. Where if I just did A school, it'd be like a jack of all trades but master of none.
Gotcha.
Where I'd be pretty much
So there's no B
the
school?
bitch. No. Alpha and Charlie.
That's understandable.
What
about
about
Bravo?
There's no Bravo. It's B school.
I finished your sentence. We're a couple now.
Andy and I are officially a couple.
Yeah, we finish each other's sentences.
Finish
Oh,
each other's
man.
sentences. It's getting really cute.
The love triangle just kind of collapsed. Well, I guess I left, so
Yeah.
had to expect this.
You were the pillar holding it up. It collapsed, and Andy and I fell on each other. Do we want to do some stories?
Yeah, sure. If you
got any more?
any pulled up.
Yeah, I got a few.
By the way, we can talk about my laptop if you want to do that before stories.
I'm curious.
Oh, it's the Acer Aspire V5.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of clunky, has really shitty battery life, but I'm not going to be like taking it off the plug.
Oh, yeah, I had another question about school. So you just go to school and then, like, downtime?
Yeah, I go to school at 6 in the morning, and then at like 3 or 4 o'clock I'll get off, and I'll have what's called Liberty, where it will be I'll still be attached to the base, but I can like go to Chicago or something and just have to be back by 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
But I probably won't do that just because I'll have like homework or stuff. But like
Understandable.
then during the weekends I'll have Liberty.
Okay, so you do get weekends off then. Or I guess you don't
Yeah,
have to
like
do it,
I'll have to be back in by 10, up at 6, and then doing whatever I want until I have to be back at 10 again.
All right. Rock on.
Yes.
But nonetheless, you get to do your own thing. Nice.
Like right now I'm on leave, so that's like vacation time. I can do whatever. I don't have to be in uniform. Don't have to report to anybody until my leave's
So
up.
on the weekends, do you have to be in uniform then too?
I don't know.
All right. So you'll probably figure that out.
Yeah.
And then do you get, is it kind of like a college like dorm room setting, the kind of thing? Like, do you get your own room or do you share with people? or-
The only thing I've heard is that I'm rooming with 3 other people. It's 4
Alright.
people to a room, and I don't know like how big it is or what it's looking like. I don't know if we.
It's like the size of this area right here.
Probably. I mean, hell, that'd be a lot better than sleeping in one giant room with 80 other guys.
Yeah.
That was great. So
I
hard.
don't know. That sounds like a lot of fun to me.
It was so hard to get to sleep because like almost every person snored,
Oh, that sucks.
and I'm like, oh god damn you, all of you. Yeah, but I'm a light sleeper, so it was hard for me to get to sleep. I know I'm going to be racking with 3 other people, and then I don't know if it's going to be like 2 dorms attached to each other that are 2 people per room or whatever. I know that we can have electronics. Like I'm going to have my laptop that I just got, my phone. I'm planning on getting my PS3, but I don't want to just bring it right now because
That
I want
makes
to kind of figure out
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's all going to go, who I'm going to room with, whether or not I trust them.
That's a good one. On your laptop, put Pray on there.
Pray.
It's free. And if anybody ever jacks your laptop, you'll be able to find it.
One time I fucked up my computer testing prey. Basically, like if someone steals your computer from another device, you can put in like a code word and it just like shuts the thing down.
Bricks it.
Or you can have it where it'll take, if it's got a webcam on it, if someone's using it, it'll take a picture of them and the physical details like of like where they're at, and it'll email it to you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. But colleges, I would assume Navy, that'd be a great idea.
Yeah,
Password that motherfucker.
I save the password as something I would probably never use, like something that I wouldn't accidentally, because you have to like put in the code, and so I don't want like one of my friends fucking with me and grabbing like boners.
Is that usually your password? You're gonna have to change them all now,
maybe.
Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change
Boner
them all.
farts.
Yep,
Stories?
let's do it.
Story? Okay. Nope. I got another sandwich.
That'd
Dogs
be
are barking
awesome.
again. Yeah, they go up with another sandwich.
So do you have to tip them, or
Yeah.
did you tip them?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
No.
You don't have to. You don't have to tip anybody.
No,
But you don't want to be as
theoretically no.
Can you put the
don't,
tip
but-
on the card?
Yeah. When they come up, they give you a little slip, and it says gratuity total charge.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay,
Cool.
stories.
All right, first up, teens allegedly drugged their parents via milkshakes to get online.
All right.
That sounds like
My stepmom, I guess her grandma would put booze in milkshakes and give them to all the grandkids, and then she'd stay up and play cards with her friends.
This is the best milkshake ever.
Like
Love grandma's milkshake.
they'd all take drink the milkshakes, and then when they were done, they just pass out.
Huh.
But
That's good.
I guess there was enough like Baileys or whatever the hell she put in them. They would just sneak up on them.
Nice.
But what was weird was like they were all different sizes and stuff. So I don't know if
So-
it was just like we're just gonna, drench the shit out of this little kid, and this big one's gonna get it too. Or there's like some sort of like, well, she weighs about like maybe 85
No, I bet
pounds.
This is
Grandma
like a
just-
formula. Yeah.
Poured it, mixed it. Let's do this.
Triple shot, double shot, triple shot.
Jaeger bomb.
Shots.
All right, story.
Well, this is out of Placer County, California, where two teenage girls stand accused of spiking milkshakes in order to get online. Police say the girls' parents had rules that said they couldn't get online after 10 p.m. So around 10 p.m., they offered to pick up milkshakes for their parents.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's real nice.
Oh, that's a sweet gesture.
So they went out and got this, and they spiked it with a sleep aid, a sedative. Apparently,
Sleep quill.
apparently it was an over-the-counter thing, so maybe like NyQuil or something they doused it with.
I feel like.
Those
Well, I
sleep
mean,
aids
like,
have gotten
did-
big.
Was it successful? Did they sleep? Like,
Oh, it was successful.
Okay.
The parents began to sip the milkshakes, and they said they found it grainy. They thought the milkshakes were odd, but whatever. They're like, oh, well, I guess this is crap milkshake. Well, they drank the milkshakes, and they woke up at 1 a.m., and they said they felt pretty rough.
I wonder if they used a lot of sleep aid then.
I wonder.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, if it was grainy, maybe they ground up some pills.
That's probably what they
Because like if it was like NyQuil, I'd be like,
yeah.
this milkshake tastes awful. I'm not finishing this. This is gross.
The two teens have been charged with conspiracy and willfully mingling a pharmaceutical with food.
I didn't know that's a very specific thing.
That probably happens a lot.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Wait, so I mean the jury's out then. Milkshakes are food, not beverages. That's what I've pulled from this
Is it
story.
part of the pyramid? I think it is. It's milk. There.
Yep.
It's,
Done.
It's got its own thing.
it's
Milkshake.
dairy. Milkshakes are dairy.
That's,
America.
it's a food. It's like cheese.
Pizza's a food.
Yeah, it's a vegetable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And milkshakes are probably meat then, right? Yeah.
Meat. Yeah.
If a pizza's a vegetable, then milkshake's meat.
I had a really good peanut butter shake the other day. Oh, I just
Nice.
thought I'd
Tell us about it.
It was very peanut buttery. I don't think I should have paid what I did for it, but it was delicious.
I went to Orange Mango while I was in Chicago.
What's that?
Luckily, I didn't pay for it. Or not Orange Mango.
Jamba Juice?
Red
Jamba
Mango.
Juice. That's what it was.
Jamba Juice. Jesus Christ.
Luckily, I didn't pay for it. They sell like 4 sandwiches that are all grilled and made pretty much as gross as Panera Bread old paninis. Old style sweat locker paninis.
Sweat locker paninis.
That's what I was called that. And then there's just a bunch of fruit juice and yogurt spilled everywhere. I'm glad I didn't pay for what I got. It was like wild strawberry passion or something. Like it was something that sounded really gay. I was like, well, I'm here. I better get the gayest sounding drink. Wild strawberry passion.
Blueberry butt sex.
It had strawberries and passion fruit. But, yeah.
Nice. Microsoft acquires home automation company R2 Studios to beef up the Xbox.
Good luck.
I don't know exactly what they
Yeah, I don't know
want
what they
to
do
do with it. I don't even...
They work on automation.
Yeah, honestly, this article, I don't really know. You know, it's kind of like you would turn to them and go, what exactly do you say you do here? Because I'm not sure what they're doing. But Microsoft acquired R2 Studios, a small home automation startup from the founder of Slingbox. You likely never heard of R2 Studios, but last month there were several reports that Apple, Google, and Microsoft were all interested in snapping it up. Apparently Microsoft won that battle.
I wonder if that was just like...
I need you guys to take the shit and just cut it. Cut the shit.
I wonder if that turned into something that was more like, hey, man, have you heard of this company, R2 Studios? And then, like, the Google spy at the Microsoft headquarters is like, R2 Studios, that's the next move. We're going to get them. We're going to get them. And they report back like, they're going to take R2 Studios. And no one knows what that means, but they're on it.
That would be hilarious if that's how companies work. They're like, I heard they're going to buy them. Fuck it.
We're going to buy them. We're going to buy them first. What do? We don't know. But they need them, so we're taking them. So then it just... No one knows what R2 Studios do. They like make sticky notes or something. But
they end up buying them, and then they're like, so what do you do? What do you
So do whatever you do.
do that thing.
Go out there.
For us that you were going to do for them.
Here's a cubicle. Here's a computer. Go do.
Here's money. Wah!
Microsoft Countdown raises expectations for a new Xbox at E3.
It's going to happen.
Microsoft Director of Programming Major Nelson has posted an E3 2013 countdown clock on his blog, fueling rumors that a successor for the 360 will be revealed by Microsoft at this year's gaming convention.
I got it.
It's going to be the Kinect 2.
Because it's the Microsoft Hoop.
Hoop? It was
Loop.
the Loop.
The Loop.
It's not going to be the fucking Loop.
It's going to be like a circular thing that looks kind of like a Stargate.
Yeah.
And the games are going to be like orbs that you stick into them. And they just like float and spin inside of it.
What if they call it the Kinect box?
I'd punch you.
Punch you right in your whore mouth, Andy, for even making that into the universe.
The Kinect box.
That would be
60.
amazing. Seriously, that'd be the most amazing thing of what Skyler said.
Oh,
It's like just electromagnetic, holding this orb in the air.
Like the Apple of Eden. That'd be the new Assassin's Creed
Every
collection.
time you get an achievement, it changes colors and spins.
Starts dispensing candy and money.
you get all the achievements, and it like opens up and starts talking.
It
And
explodes.
It opens up, like a naked woman comes out. She's like, "Whew, you've won.
You've released me.
now go outside.
Now go, release my sisters from the other games.
Yeah. Every time you platinum, it's just like you get another piece of the puzzle. Like, soon we will get to space. I will take you to my home planet.
Oh, okay. Here, play Call of Duty 5.
God damn it.
Sony patents a technology to tie discs to user IDs. Basically, this technology is when you buy a disc and you put it into your PS3, it ties it to your ID. So if you were to sell it to somebody else, they wouldn't be able to place that disc.
Great.
Yeah.
Hooray for
Thanks,
you.
fuckers. God damn it.
Yeah.
That would, like, what about rentals? Like,
Yeah. What about, like, if I
Maybe.
went...
Well, I mean, maybe they'd release like demo versions that you would sell to companies like that, like
Maybe.
Blockbuster and shit.
You know what fad I think is a huge dick move is the stealing games from Redbox and putting blank discs back in it.
what? People do that?
That's a new thing. People will steal discs from they'll check it out at Redbox,
Uh-huh.
and then they put a DVD back in there with like you can print covers. It's still
Yeah.
a print to cover. I don't know how it recognizes it, but yeah, you can just put it back in there and it accepts it.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I can't. Yeah, I'm glad I don't rent from Redbox.
Yeah.
Good job, America.
I get everything from Family Video.
Yeah,
Because
I don't
thought about
really
being a
rent anymore.
manager, though.
I mean, I guess I've been in boot camp for 2 months, but before that, I kind of like stopped renting, which
I've actually started renting more.
yeah, it makes more sense to rent. Just it's
Especially-
expensive to buy games.
Especially because Family Video is like really close to my house. There's one just
Oh,
right
yeah.
down the street, and then they give you the option if you just want to play it for one night. Like, say your friend's like, "Oh, dude, you should get this game. We're all gonna play tonight." You can literally rent it for just one night. It's like
Yeah.
$2.
You can do it like one, and then
It's 1, 3, or 5 mostly,
Yeah.
but for like big game, it's like 1, 2, or 5,
All right.
which is weird because sometimes I only want it for like 3 days. Like Madden, I rented Madden. I only really wanted it for 3 days, but they're like, "Oh, it's 1, 2, or 5." I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'll rent it for 5."
The only thing,
and then you just play it for 3 days and look at it for the other 2. It's like I made a mistake.
the only reason I don't like renting is because the way I play is so sporadic. Like I don't know when I'll get to things.
Yeah.
So
Especially if it's a game that like say someone were to rent Skyrim.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the kind of games I can't really rent.
If you stumble into a game that you like really really enjoy, you're just like, shit, I'm gonna have to rent this for like 3 months. Damn it.
I rented New Vegas, and that was a mistake because now I had to return it and I want to play it. I'm thinking about buying it on Steam. It was on
it.
sale for like $11,
Yeah.
or that actually might have been its regular price.
I don't know.
$11?
It's an old game. So.
Yeah, it's-
but then you can get a bunch of mods and shit.
Yeah, I did get L.A. Noire though. I've already played it on the Xbox, but last time I played it on the Xbox, it fucking killed my Xbox. This was a couple years ago when it first came out. It was having issues.
That game is.
It's fun, dude.
It's slow.
I love
It's
L.A.
so
Noire. Oh god, it's so fun. It's so
Never played it. It looked kind of boring to me.
Yeah, it is kind of slow, but but it's fun. It's a fun slow.
It kind of looks like how Randy Newman's music makes me feel.
Happy.
Like happy, but like kind of like original.
Noire.
It's
Searching for the clues.
it's sort of like the
Here comes the murderer.
like I'm happy,
Walking down the alley.
but I'm watching Dora the Explorer or something, and I'm like a grown man. Like, yeah, I solved the puzzle. Yay!
There's more to it than that, man.
I guess, but it's not enough to draw me in.
Let's get in a fight right now.
I think it was like $7 or something. I haven't played it yet, though. I bought it a few days ago and I haven't
I
played
bought
it.
a bunch of games
Like
I've yet to
Steam.
play.
Yeah. I
Fucking
bought
Steam.
Democracy 2 on Steam, and I regret it because I played the demo, and the demo was fun. You can play as a few countries, and basically it's like United States and then like stereotypical countries, like, and they're all named like Liberalopia or something like that. It's like a liberal country, and then like Guntopia or something like that. It just ridiculous stuff like that. But in the demo, you can only play as the poor country, and I forget what it's called or something, but it's
Portopia.
yeah, it's something like that, where it's like, oh, that's the poor country. And I played as it. And
Povertinis.
the thing is, like, you get everything in the demo except the other countries to play as. So then you pay $20, and then you get the other countries, and you're like, this is the fucking same thing as the demo.
Yeah, sometimes renting and demo kind of ruins games. Like where I'll just, I already dropped $5 renting it, and I don't really want to. Like it wasn't great. It's not.
Did you know like gamers you can rent and then if you like it you can buy the game and then they take off whatever you paid to rent it?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I did know that, but I forgot about it till just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan and Austin used to do that
That's
a
a
lot.
really cool feature.
They'd go rent, like, the Mortal Kombat games, like the offshoot ones. If they liked it, they'd buy it.
Yeah. It's a really good deal.
But like I rented what was it, White Knight Chronicles or something like that, and it had like really good reviews and stuff. But
Yeah.
I rented it and I only got to play a little bit of it. I'm like, I wasn't really drawn in. But that's like, I only played it for like an hour. So
Have you guys ever played a demo that was better than the actual game?
yes, Mirror's Edge.
That's a good one. Mine is Lost Planet 2.
Oh yeah,
That demo was sweet because you and your friends get together and you're fighting that big monster thing that's walking around. But the game, I was just like,
I don't know. I don't play a lot of demos.
I still have my PlayStation 1 demo discs where I
Yeah.
play shit like Gex,
I used to keep all those.
Jersey
yeah.
Devil and shit like that.
I have Jersey Devil.
Oh my god, you do?
That's a hard fucking game.
Yeah, it
dude.
is.
What about
Shit.
Acrobat
Yep, I remember Acrobat.
from the Sega Genesis?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was absolutely no reason for me to bring that one up. I wish there was games I wish I had rented before I bought, so I'd realize how shitty they were. Superman, the game for the N64. I bought that shit. I
wish
got to
I-
pick out one game at Hastings, and it was.
I wish I could have rented the horse armor pack for Oblivion before I bought it, because it didn't do a fucking thing. It didn't do anything.
Oh, and speaking of Elder Scrolls, has Skyrim done anything for the PS3?
Nope.
No, still nothing.
No, but they released something recently.
They
Was
said
it
that the
Heartfire?
newest DLC that came out for the Xbox would come out sometime this year. for
I'm
the
pretty sure
PS3.
they got something though, didn't they?
There's that Dragonborn, but that's
Was that it? Okay.
yeah, but
so
that
they,
hasn't
they at
come
least
out yet.
okay. Well, they're at least planning on getting one, but yeah,
Well,
the other
they were
ones,
planning on getting them other stuff. I think a year ago.
I could have sworn they like actually physically got something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like one thing. It wasn't what they've been waiting for,
Oh.
but they got something. I
I
could have
know.
sworn.
I know they got
Throwing
PS3 had mounted combat when everyone else had mounted combat, but they got that with whenever there was a patch for an add-on,
Yeah.
and PS3 just got the patch, not the add-on.
Ah.
But
Well, guys, a fed-up dad hires a virtual hitman to kill his gaming-obsessed son. This is awesome. This would make the game better.
Yeah.
Knowing there's a hitman after you in every game you play.
I would be thrilled. Like
It'd
he'd
be
be
like
like
a
emailing the
challenge.
guy, like, "Okay, I just got him the new Call of Duty. All right, who is it? Who is it?"
I want to become a gaming mercenary.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be fucking
They
awesome.
bring a whole nother level to the game.
Yeah, and then I could
A whole other level.
I would kill him and teabag him and call him names. And I'd get paid for it.
Oh, and his son is 23 years old.
Yeah, a father in China came up with this clever solution. His son, 23-year-old Zhao Feng, scored poor grades in high school because of his gaming addiction. And things didn't get any better when he
He
graduated.
only
and
got B pluses.
he graduated and wouldn't stick with any job. So his dad reportedly hired virtual assassins to kill Feng every time he logged into his favorite online games, hoping it would compel his son to finally put down the controller. Feng was quoted as saying he's not addicted to games, he just hasn't bothered getting a job yet because he's waiting for the right one to come along.
Oh yeah,
That's what a lot of
good.
people say.
I can stop anytime I want. It's not an addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
buddy.
just waiting.
Because the right job always just comes right along. It's
Yeah.
great. For me, it was going out with that supermodel billionaire. She was the right job. That was great. I'm glad that showed up. So
Oh, Erica's right there.
All right, guys, you know where we're heading next?
where?
To Florida! The most pathetic robber ever called his mom for a ride home after failing to hold up a convenience store.
That's awesome.
His name is Zachariah Dalton Howard. Zachariah. After failing miserably
Dalton.
to rob a convenience store, the dejected would-be robber sulked over to another store. Not to rob it, but to call his mom so she could pick him up. According to the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, Howard, who was 22, walked into the Thumbs Up convenience store in Niceville, Florida. December 22nd around 10 p.m.
Happy Valley.
He was clad in a black coat, hoodie, and jeans. He told the clerk he had a gun and asked for money. The clerk replied by showing him that his cash register drawer was empty. So Dalton just kind of...
onions on this.
Yes, there are onions on it. I wasn't giving you your attention because I was trying to read a story. He told the
have it
clerk he had a
back.
gun and asked for money. The clerk replied by showing him that the cash register drawer was empty. So Dalton just kind of accepted the story and left. The guy didn't even make out with a bag of chips or anything. Dalton then walked to the nearby Winn-Dixie and called his mom for a ride home. Police later identified Dalton as the culprit. He admitted he didn't really have a gun on him, and he hadn't originally intended to rob the store. So it was just kind of on a whim. Like, you know what? I think I'm going to rob this place.
Man, this gas prices are highway robbery. Oh, robbery! I got it.
A Florida teen was arrested by
That was an
claiming...
awful joke. I'm surprised you guys laughed.
Because it was good. It was a good bad joke.
I was committed.
A Florida teen was arrested for claiming to be Jesus and biting a deputy. I'll get you after this. Paul Eggers Green, an 18-year-old from Charlotte County, Florida, ended 2012 in an unholy matter. Clad in just shorts and socks, he started yelling in the middle of the street that he was Jesus.
Awesome. Just
Well,
plain
I mean, maybe he
awesome.
was. What do you think Jesus would do if he came back in this time?
He'd probably do it more convincingly, like descend from the sky. He wouldn't just
Maybe.
take off his clothes and stand in the middle of a street and be like,
Hey,
I'm
y'all,
Jesus.
I'm Jesus.
Hey, I'm sure he wouldn't show up in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, of any place.
Yeah.
Now,
Old
can,
Jews
can
and
you
stuff.
believe that they're suspecting that drugs were used?
No
Could
way.
you possibly believe that?
No
Oh,
way.
Bath salts?
Bats.
You know, I don't know yet. I
He
haven't read
did
into
bite
the story
somebody.
yet. He bit a deputy who tried
He
to
had the hunger.
Yeah, he had the hunger. A Charlotte County Sheriff deputy arrived on the scene just before 4:30 a.m. on December 31st. They arrived to find a shirtless Green jumping up and down, waving his arms in the middle of the street. He was also yelling that he was Jesus and was afraid everyone was coming to get him. Green then ran at the deputy. He was told to stop, and did, for a bit anyway, and then he made another run at the deputy, and the officer pulled out his taser. Green fell to the ground as he was shocked. However, he continued flailing around and bit a deputy on the leg. He was once again tasered until he released his bite.
I wonder if that shocked the deputy.
I wonder. That it may have. After a continued struggle, he was finally cuffed and taken to the hospital, but ended up having to get handcuffed to the hospital bed because he wouldn't settle down.
Jesus.
Afterward, he was taken to jail where he remained through New Year's. Deputies believed he was under the influence of some type of drug while exhibiting an excited delirium type of behavior. Most likely bath salts.
Bat sauce.
I wonder if he really thought he was Jesus, why would everyone be coming to get him? Like, unless they're, like, coming to, like, give him a ride. Like, get him to places. Let me be your PR agent, Jesus.
You know what? I completely forgot to tell the story, but guess what movie I watched yesterday?
What?
Judge Dredd.
Yeti, A Love Story.
Did you see that from Imager or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fucked up.
Is it?
Yeah. It's about kids who go on. First of all, it was obviously like made with someone's like handheld camera. Like, this thing's
Like
fucked
a
up.
handy cam?
Yeah.
fucking-
It's about a bunch of kids that are going camping and they get attacked by a cult and sacrificed to a ravenous gay Yeti.
Wow.
One of the guys actually falls in love with the Yeti.
Huh.
And they become a couple and kind of turns the Yeti around. One of the guys dates the cult leader for some reason, not expecting ever to be sacrificed, and then finally gets sacrificed at the end. He's like, "Ooh, what happened?" But it's okay because the
I
Yeti
thought I associated with the right crowd.
the Yeti actually frees him in the end. And the two remaining chicks become lesbians just because
Everybody else is gay.
They got something to do, and they have a character whose name is seriously Sex Piss. His name, and he doesn't die. He lost like all his intestines, and he still lived.
I got to talk to one of my buddies because this sounds exactly like one of the movie ideas he's had. So I swear to God, Bill, this was you.
I looked up the character that plays Sex Piss, and he actually has that same role in another movie, Psycho Sleepover.
Wait, his character is Sex.
Yeah, he actually,
That's his running character. He gets typecasted as Sex
yeah.
Piss a lot.
And he's also a producer for Cupcake Wars.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
serious.
awesome. All right.
Wow.
I got a shot.
All right, taking a shot with the bottle.
The Navy has made me strong.
The sea winds help you.
Skyler is 100% in 2013.
Oh shit!
You
It'll
haven't missed
probably
a
remain
shot.
that way.
Oh man, I'm rocking it, man. I'm back on top.
Well, guys, I think this thing is making to an end.
Yeah, we normally end on Florida and Yeti Sex Piss.
Well, Skyler, it was fun having you back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep in touch. If I can, get in contact, maybe I could like Skype onto an episode because I'm free during the weekends.
Skyler updates.
I'll still try to keep you guys give you guys some crazy stories or something.
What we should do is like continuous, like we should record a bunch of episodes today
Yeah.
and just release them every week. The stories become older and older. Like this is like a month
really
ago.
outdated information.
I can't believe Skyler quit the Navy and is on their show again. It's amazing.
We're here till like 4 a.m.
You could just like record like a bunch of responses, just like, yeah, that's really funny.
Yeah, and then do the stories like in between every week.
Oh my god, I can't believe he did that.
Wow, that's insane.
Holy shit. That's what I was saying. I'm wondering the same thing, Andy. These are all clips you can be using.
I will use those. Thank
Okay,
you.
we'll chop them up.
Well, remember, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/3combo podcast, twitter.com/3combo PC. That's number 3. PC stands for podcast. Email us at 3combopodcast@gmail.com. What's up?
I almost forgot. I'm doing good this week, Matt. There we go. All right.
And find us on YouTube, 3combo podcast, and gbxgaming.net. Premier podcast, GBX Gaming.
I'm going back to the Navy now.